Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Quite exciting stream tonight. We will be able to test or preview basically two new things for the tower mains, which will be Arcane Eagle and Dartmouth. So I'm expecting quite a lot of testing previews and stuff like that, Fury crafting during this stream. Maybe if I don't have enough time, I'll stream tomorrow as well. So I'll try to cover as much as possible. But keep in mind, guys, it's quite a lot because it's not only a new unit, it's also a new hero. And I want to check if the new unit works with the heroes we are using currently as well, because not many of us can afford a new hero. Okay, so let's jump into the game and let's quickly see what we're testing today. Also, keep in mind that I have a sore throat, so I might be talking less than usual, which might be better for some of you. But yeah, I'll try to keep it as uh, as short as possible. Also, I'm hoping to release a short summary of these videos for my members on the channel tomorrow, maybe Monday, and then for the public on Tuesday before the release on the global. Okay, so let's jump into the game. I need to clarify a few things, so I'm going to go through the skills of the new unit, which is Arcane Eagle. As the banner apparently does not include a nerf that happened, and I've been testing the nerf since day one. So yeah, we didn't know it's been nerfed, never been communicated to us up until yesterday. Okay, so most of the skills are same as the banner, but I'm gonna read them through and explain what it means for those who didn't see any spoilers. So yeah, the Arcane Eagle is a charging unit. However, it has a unique synergy with Arcane Archer, which I'm going to show before we go into any fights. First of all, the Talon Assault. This is one of the skills that will do the most damage, but and in his range form, which I'm going to explain a little bit later, but it is quite good. Arcane Eagle enters the Iron Building state at the start of the battle, decreasing its movement speed by 50 for 8 seconds. After the effect expires, its movement speed will increase by 100 for the whole battle. Okay, so here's a quite fast charger. And it also creates a unique opportunity for Arcane Eagle to get to the backline. When facing off against caster and range units, each of Arcane Eagle's attacks deal damage equal to 100% of its attack to them and increases crit hit by 420 and crit hit damage by 42% for 4 seconds. After Arcane Eagle enters the astral body state, which is a special, well, actually, I'll show that later on, okay? But keep in mind, the bird has two states: iron building state, well, free iron building state, normal state, and also astral body state. Whenever friendly heroes cast an air type spell, it will cast magical light wave alongside them, dealing damage equal to 200% of its attack to enemy units in a very large area in front of it. This skill cannot be silenced. Arcane Torrent increases Arcane's Eagle unit damage reduction by 40%. Arcane Eagle gains and accrues 1 energy every 2 seconds up to 10 energy, increasing its unit damage by 10% for each point of energy it has. Now, on test server, there is a visual bug which I reported the energy bar does not show, which you'll be able to see once I put him in that fight. Okay, so range Naga, uh, alternate of Iron Golem the tank, have the energy, and Arcane Archer as well. He does not have the bar, although it should be visible. So that's something I've forwarded to the devs. Hopefully, it will get fixed before um, this unit hits global. Arcane Eagle starts the battle with 5 energy. When attacking enemy units for the first time, Arcane Eagle will unleash its energy, removing all shields and bubbles from enemy and dealing damage equal to 80% of its attack times the amount of energy it has to enemies in a small area in front of it. After Arcane Eagle enters the astral body state, it will cast Arcane Strike once every 2 seconds, dealing damage equal to 120% of its attack to enemy units nearby, the one with the lowest HP, and damage equal to 60% of its attack to 3 random enemy units. Now, the most important thing in this skill is one with the lowest HP. This is quite important as this damage will make a significant impact in the game, as we are used to some units doing a lot of AoE damage like Forest Guard that does not transform into a kill. But this is quite important. Magic Awakening increases Arcane Eagle's unit damage reduction by 40% and grants immunity to the portion of a single instance of damage that exceeds 15% of its max HP, so it is damage capped. When receiving support spells amplification from friendly heroes, Arcane Eagle increases its crit hit by 110. This effect lasts for the whole battle and stacks up to 6 times, so 660. After Arcane Eagle enters the astral body state and triggers Magic Awakening, it will increase the defense pierce of friendly tower units by 50 and remove 1 stack of debuff from them. The buff granted by this skill stacks up to 10 times, lasts for the whole battle, and cannot be dispelled. So that is quite potent. And then we got Magic Rebirth. Increases Arcane Eagle's defense by 40% and tenacity by 400 when a target unit dies. Arcane Eagle will create an arcane force field that lasts 3 seconds, during which all damage taken is converted into HP regeneration. It also recharges its energy at the same time, gaining 5 energy. When inflicted with stun, silence, or time stop, Arcane Eagle removes the control effect within 2 seconds and cannot be inflicted with the corresponding effect for the next 10 seconds. Cooldown is 20, so this is a really good thing here, because it says that he cannot be inflicted with the corresponding effect for the next 10 seconds, which actually works against time stop, because time stop reapplies itself. And with that little thing here on the bottom, it does not. And this is something I was hoping Judicator banner will do, and I actually asked if that could be implemented, but nothing's been done, and Judicator's banner does not work against time stomp. Okay, this could just be removed from the description of Judy banner because it does not work. It reapplies itself. So either change it to be similar to that, or just remove it from the description. Now we move to duality of form and spirit. This is something that makes this unit so great. So it increases Arcane Eagle's unit damage reduction by 30% and crit hit damage by 20%. If Arcane Eagle's starting position is adjacent to Arcane Archer during deployment, which I have posted on the official Discord, and I'll actually explain that here as well. What does it mean? Arcane Eagle will enter the astral body state, which was included in every skill so far, increasing its unit damage reduction and defense by 30% each, and gaining a new skill. Arcane Archer skills will also be enhanced as follows. Okay, so the portion of the new skill, this is the description of each skill that says when the bird enters the astral form. Now, Arcane Archer skills will also be enhanced as follows. Okay, and this is something that I need to explain the first bit. Magic Bolt fires 3 additional arrows, dealing 80% damage to 3 random enemy units on the battlefield. Thank you, Alain. Thank you for your donation. Really helpful. This is going towards Dartmouth, I believe. Let me just quickly update that before I explain what's happening with the skill, okay? Because there's going to be a difference here, okay? So that's 20 out of 60 I need for Dartmouth, so I'm very close. They actually released her earlier than I thought, so I'm gonna miss 1 week, but hopefully I'll have enough. Anyway, moving forward, okay, so it fires 3 additional arrows dealing 80% damage to 3 random enemy units on the battlefield. Yesterday, I've been told that it actually is different. There's an initial cooldown, which you can clearly see in the game. It's not stated here, but there's a 3-second cooldown on proc of this skill, and the 3 additional arrows deal only 60%. So there is a quite significant nerf compared to what this description says. It's not going to be a machine gun, okay? It's going to be, well, a shotgun with a reload, okay? So it's not going to be as impactful. Hopefully, this change will be reverted, although, not to spoil anything, Arcane Eagle is in a good state at the moment. Light Arrow, casting this skill additionally decreases the target unit block value by 40, lasts for the whole battle, and stacks up to 10 times. Magic Awakening, when this skill is triggered, increases Arcane Archer defense by 40% for 10 seconds and it cannot be dispelled. Secret Spell Ring, when Arcane Archer HP falls below 80 for the first time, they additionally recover HP equal to 4% of their max HP every 2 seconds. These effects will expire once Arcane Eagle and Arcane Archer respectively die in a battle for the first time. Now, before I move and show you guys what it does, basically the emblems, I've tried different emblems during different scenarios, and while Path of Assassin on the bed works exceptionally good, Jealousy set is also not that bad. Okay, now the biggest change is for Arcane Archer. Right now, Arcane Archer is a great tank killer, so everyone's using Anger emblems, which I started with originally. Adding Path of Assassin, I don't know why sometimes I call it Path of Exile. Adding Path of Assassin emblems really puts pressure on the backline, which I'll be able to show you tonight. Anger still works, but there is a big difference in the pressure on the backline. The other set that works well is Jealousy. Jealousy and Path of Assassin are basically on the same level. So yeah, if you have any of these three sets, that will work quite well. And the main focus of previewing and testing Eagle was how big of impact is it going to be for Arcane Archer, because Arcane Archer has been nerfed compared to the Chinese version. So what I prepared first is basically to show you guys the synergy, so you can understand what's happening. And I'll start with Adela, because right at the moment we have Adela. Once I do that, I'm going to move to Dartmouth, introduce Dartmouth, and then we're gonna start testing her as well. And this is why I said it's going to be quite a long stream. Well, I want to probably split it into different streams. So let's just quickly do this battle scenario where I'll be testing the damage of Arcane Archer without Eagle, and then put an Eagle in and we can see the difference, okay? So this is what I'm testing again. Devil right now is the strongest tank I got. So yeah, let's try that. Yes, Tal, this is in plan as well, because I'll be honest with you, I was surprised with how well Astral does. So basically, I want to show a difference between Adela and Dartmouth. And if you don't have Adela and you still play Astral, the difference between them as well. As you can see, that's a 50 million damage, okay? And before I move forward, look at the damage on the priest and the sister as barely anything. That's right? Because we have Arcane Archer, who is a great tank killer, not with the Path of Assassin I have right now, but with whatever next. Oh, Richie, welcome. How'd you quit? Right, now, before I move to the testing, let's explain what the adjutant means. Okay, so basically, any spot here around the Arcane Eagle will proc the synergy, which will mean Arcane Eagle will stay as a range unit. But it also procs a weird thing happening at 30 seconds left in the fight, where the bird actually runs to enemies, which I reported as well, because I don't think that should be happening. I think he should be in astral form till the end. Anyway, so this is the field, okay? So this will bring a little bit of placement strategy to the tower team, as you might as well run it as a charger unit away from Arcane Eagle to get to the backlight. However, I had better results when he was actually adjutant, because he was still doing a lot of backline damage. But this is basically it. It will work in any of these spots. So let's just place it here. And I'm gonna show you what I mean by this synergy. And I've been calling the bird a ball of energy because that's what it looks like. And I will also be able to show you that there's no energy bar here. Okay, actually, for Arcane Archer has energy bar as well, and it does not. But the tank and the Naga they do. Okay, so you can clearly see it, and this should actually have the bar, so we can see it. And as you can see, the bird stay here. It's not moving, and we can see these 3 additional arrows hitting the back line, and you can see the damage it does to the back line. Okay, you can see how easily these units HP drop. So, and this is with just both of them. Imagine if you add another backline damage dealer to this team. Okay, so this is how the synergy looks, and just to speed it up a little bit, we'll see that weird thing that happens when there's 30 seconds left on the battle. Right, so the ball is still here. There's also some error here. I'm not sure if we will be able to see that message, but there was one. So as you can see, Arcane Eagle has killed the sister from that point on. Which I'm not sure is an easy thing to do. I don't play Adrian. I don't play... What do you mean, Vlaslav? He's bugged. Oh, this is the thing, okay? He suddenly rushes into the front line. And this is the damage. But apparently, I believe Hate told me that this is how it works in Chinese version as well. He stays there. He's a range. Because I asked all these questions before. And maybe there's someone who plays Chinese here, but I believe I've been told that it actually is how it works. He stays in the back, he doesn't run in. Unless he's put somewhere else. Okay, because if I put him far away in that line, he's not going to enter the astral form. See that? This is the bear that doesn't enter the astral form. And let's see the damage comparison with it. While the damage is good, nothing dies. So this is why I had better results when he was actually in the backline. Okay, but that's with Adela. Now, let's put the old man and see if he can retire or not. So I'm not sure if you guys are keeping track of what the damage chart is, because I don't see Vicha here. Usually he is the guy that does it. Maybe I should actually... And because Ivica usually expects me to stream on Sundays, but I wanted to do it on Saturday to ensure I have enough time to cover it. Yeah, so let's speed it up. Now we know how it looks. So as you can see with Astral, I'm able to win, but that's because Astral I can proc more Magic Awakening. and this brings more offensive capabilities for the tower units, which makes sense because Adela is castle, right? So on the offensive, obviously, he will be better. But now let's compare it with Dartmouth. But before we do that, let's read the skills of Dartmouth we have on the test server. So let's start with normal spells. We got fast attacks, we got lightning bolt, we got air arrow. As you can see, everything is air, so that will proc quite a lot of magic awakenings and also the skills of units. Now, electric field is a special skill added for Dartmouth. Increases the unit damage and unit damage reduction of all friendly tower units by 20%. Also inflicts silence on all enemy units and deals air-type spell damage equal to 2% of max HP to them every second for 6 seconds. And this portion of damage is not bugged unless it does not enough damage. It's not on Archie level when he was released. Okay, so at least that. Now, quite interesting, obviously, the 1 star is tower tactics that influence the combat efficiency of different factions, which you can read on the banner. Not gonna go through that. And also, any non-artifact spell cast by friendly units can trigger a magic awakening for friendly units. Upon gaining energy, tower units gain 5 seconds of high morale. Upon losing energy, they trigger magic awakening once. So, quite important to have the energy mechanism, and this is why the next units will also work quite well with Dartmouth. Decreases the combat efficiency of enemy neutral units by 2 seconds. When tower units trigger Magic Awakening or gain high morale, increases the unit damage and crit hit by 2% each, lasts for the whole battle and stack up to 25 seconds. If you have to pick 3 tower units to support your main castle team, would you pick Arcane Eagle or Naga? Well, Mike, I think Naga is still quite good. But Arcane Eagle definitely is a safer option if you run an Arcane Archer already. But I don't think Tower team without Naga right now would be too good. Because she's the main tank killer. Anyway, moving forward to 4 stars, increases Dartmouth mana regeneration by 4. Upon triggering Magic Awakening, increases tower units air defense and air attack by 15 each for 8 seconds. Okay, so air attack and air defense right now, not really many options to get them except for battle scars and some slates on artifacts, so quite good at the moment. Meanwhile, deals damage equal to 50% of own attack to the target unit, and the cooldown is 4 seconds. So it doesn't look like it's anything spectacular here, but the main reason it works so well is the air attack and that. And also, she's able to cast a lot of magic awakenings. Okay, so let's quickly run the same scenario. So I believe it was 146 seconds that it took us to kill the backline with Astral. Now let's do Dartmouth. I think I actually... no. I think I actually removed all the special effects, so we won't be able to see it. Yeah, let's just put it on for the 1 sec for the first fight so we can see how it looks on the battlefield. Was it in the more? Yeah. Okay, so let's do it once and then we can revert that change back to the none so we don't have too much spam on the screen. Hello, Ivicha. Yeah, I had to ping you just in case you wanted to watch it and you didn't know I'm actually streaming today. Yeah, so let's look at that backline damage. Because Arcane Eagle at the moment looks like a good tower. And as we can see, the sister dies very quick. And the priest follows. 92 seconds. That is a 50 seconds difference between Astral and Dartmouth in that scenario, and Adela had ruled out. Okay, we can see that the backline damage is tremendous with this combo. Let's see. I didn't do that with Astral. Well, let's see if we unleash the bird, let it roam free. Okay, let's see how fast this fight will end. And I wanted to show you guys the synergies here between the three heroes as before I move to the proper team compositions. Okay, just to explain the skills, the synergy, and stuff like that, and everything that is connected with it. Because there might be some issues, some bugs, and stuff like that, which I'm not aware of because we are not being told anything. They don't actually explain to us any of the shadow nerfs and stuff like that. We can only work out with what's on the screen or watching the banner and in game. The only difference is, yeah, and also as you can see, the bird does not actually go into melee. He stays behind. Okay, so as you can see, the range is quite significant. But definitely one of the strongest damage dealers in the team. Now, before I move forward, there was one more thing that I was supposed to show you guys: the stats of the bird, because people like to know that and compare it with what we have on global. So basically, the attack is quite high, the defense is low. Well, not the lowest, but it's low, and HP is like medium. If we compare it with, for example, dungeon tanks, dungeon charges. So Evil Sorceress, much less attack, less defense, similar HP. Um, Faithless, way less attack, more HP, more defense. I think he is more comparable stat-wise with that of the Sword Dancer, with the exception of a little bit more defense. What sucked? Aline. I go into the back lane. That's why I think he's better at the front line. But yeah, okay, now let's go. Okay, let's do something else. Okay, so let's do my Adela team. Okay, without the bet first, so we can see how it performs. The classic formation, obviously a little bit of change, because right, keep in mind, guys, on global, most of us don't have a banner. This icon here has a maxed out banner, Judicator banner, which has been buffed since the last time I've tested it, okay? So this is why I'm actually putting her here. And as this improves the damage much better than the usual thing that I used to do with Marksman. Marksman is... Well, Tal, we'll find that out a little bit later. Yeah. So let's wait for that. Let's not rush. Let's not jump the gun. Okay. So yeah, let's just make sure we have the domains. Okay. So let's run a very basic Adela team without the bet. Actually, no. Let's do this. Okay. I know it's not optimal, but Marksman will be replaced by Arcane Eagle. I could also replace Angel. Okay. So I have a little bit to play with, and worst case, I can run Priest as well, or 3 tanks. Okay, there's a lot of playground around here. Now, first I'm going to play against Fiona. Okay, as I actually have, I believe I can make Fortress Team tonight Hal as well. Okay, I did play around the icon a little bit, so hopefully I will be able to do that for you. So yeah. yeah, but we're gonna start with what's it called, Adela first on the other side. Let's put Fiona here. Okay, so if you remember my previous streams, you should know um, that the team that I'm going to put in right now, oh, I don't think I have emblems and skills on that. I will put that in, but I don't have that. I didn't prepare that properly. But this is the team I ran last week and 2 weeks before, and this team was successful against this Adela. Okay, it was really one-sided fight. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to recreate that scenario where I'm losing. Okay, so I'm expecting that to lose. Hopefully by big margin. Yeah, quite one-sided. Okay, so that's what I expected, and that's fine. Okay, because that's sadly this is Adela against basically Priest. Priest is the bane of the system. No, let's move forward. Let's move on. So what I want to do now is I want to put in Arcane Eagle instead of Marksman. From the first test that I've done today, we know that this duo actually performs not as good as with Astral and with Dartmouth, mainly because Adela does not proc so many magic awakenings as these two heroes. But I want to see it. I want to see if I just, let's say I can't afford Dartmouth, I want to play the bird. Well, I can get bird anyway. So yeah, let's say I need to stick with Adela because I can't afford Dartmouth for the next couple months. Okay, so let's run this scenario. Let's see how the backline damage is. Okay, because that's important. As you could see in previous fight, there was no threat to the backline. Right now, there's quite a lot of pressure on the backline units. Fawn is only 3-star in that scenario. And as you can see, she is the first one to be taken down. Now, there's a lot of damage going for the melee units here, but Adela is quite good at keeping them alive. Now, Fawn is down. The next to fall, as we can see here, is Priest and the Fallen Angel. But Fallen Angel has her skill, so she's going to full HP now, but the backline damage is there. I believe I'm like 20 out of 60, Alain. It's quite far away, but maybe I'll get her as a Christmas present. No, sorry, Alain, I don't have a crate. They never sent me crate, and I didn't actually awaken Arcane Archer yet. Okay, this is something I need to work on my CoF team basically. But yeah, as we can see, this is a big improvement already with just Arcane Eagle. And this is what I wanted to show you guys, that we're gonna have two things for tower. A unit that is easily obtainable and a hero that costs $100 or whatever it costs now with all the inflation. Okay, so this unit definitely is a big improvement. Okay, 101 seconds to take down the Inferno team that previously we were losing. So Arcane Eagle, yay. Okay, and I'm gonna keep saying that, and this is what I said on the Discord as well. Arcane Eagle is definitely a strong unit, and that's a nerfed Arcane Eagle and a nerfed Arcane Archer. Now, let's try Astral. Let's say you didn't buy Adela because you couldn't afford her. You're still playing Astral because you're old school, or even you're free to play player, and you get Astral because you can get it from Dragon League now. Yes, I'm not sure if Astral shards were there, as I don't really play Dragon League. I'm not even VIP 15, so I don't have like an invite. I would say, but yeah, okay. Let's try Astral now. Okay, so In the first test that I've done, we could see that Astral brings more offensive power to tower units because they did more damage than under Adela. So I'm expecting this to be an even easier win. Okay, and then we can see that the backline is really struggling. Yeah, the backline dies before the tanks die. Which was not the case if you were running tower before Arcane Eagle. Right, and this is why I said the Arcane Eagle actually uh, sad news. Well, I'm gonna talk about Roland later, right? So this is just Arcane Eagle change, okay? It's not even Dartmouth, which I'm going to do now. But before I put Dartmouth in, let's avoid this synergy, okay? Let's put the bed here. And this is going to be another thing that I'm gonna show if I got time between Arcane Eagle and Dungeon charges, okay? Oh, Matthew, I did test with Dragon. I can put Dragon in that team, but I'm not sure who is he going to clone. I think he's going to clone Arcane Archer. But I believe when I've done these tests, actually no, I did a little bit different tests, and Dragon did not perform well. But maybe against this team it will. Okay, so as you can see, 80 seconds. Okay, and Naga's damage is actually quite good, and that is Astral, right? This is Gen 1 against Gen 2, and let's be honest, Inferno right now is Inferno is not the strongest. It's not the strongest team you can play, and you could improve that team by playing dungeon units, okay? But this is what I have on global, and this is the team that's been winning, right? But I'm going to test against dungeon too. But I'll put Alamar in, yeah. So let's keep in mind. But we started losing, okay? We were losing with Adela before Arcane Eagle. G Ahmed, that is true. Apparently, it's true. I wasn't sure about the damage portion reduction, but the cooldown is there, and yeah, I'll show you the fight. I'm going to put Dartmouth now, and I'll not skip the fight. You will see that there's a cooldown, but the only thing I could not confirm is the damage portion, because I don't know if I was playing with the 60% or the 80%, but apparently the test server is the nerfed version. Okay, so yeah, just look at the arrows coming in. Okay, so obviously I'm spamming the spells right now, so the arrows were flying. There's another arrow flying. As you can see, they not flying the way they should. Okay, now will be a good chance because I will be spamming 2-3 skills at the same time, and we can see the arrows coming just once. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely the cooldown. Well, Boris, wait before we jump to the Alamar test, okay? Because although I'm very happy with how Arcane Eagle performs, I'm not too much convinced about Dartmouth against Alamar. Okay, that's a little bit of a spoiler, because obviously against the Inferno is not the strongest team. Okay, but we could see that we were losing against Inferno with Adela before Arcane Eagle. Then when I added Arcane Eagle alone without Dartmouth, we started winning. Yes, Ivica, that's my next thing. Right? So that's the big thing, okay? Arcane Eagle alone is good, okay? Now let's try a different way, okay? Let's say, okay, I can't afford Arcane Eagle, but I have $100 laying around, okay? Let's run this. Okay, somehow you ended up with no scrolls, but you can purchase Dartmouth because it's Christmas. You got a gift code. And this basically will show us the difference between Adela and Dartmouth. And the impact of those two. And as you can see, Dartmouth loses because there's only 2 tower units that benefit greatly. Okay, so Arcane Eagle is definitely needed. But now, as Ivica said, there's another way. Okay, there's another option you can do. And I prepared for that as well, as we know in the China they use Naga as ranged. Okay, and my ranged Naga uses jealousy emblems, and they are +5 as well. Because if you've been playing Naga for a while, she is probably your strongest unit. She has +5 emblems compared to everything being +3. But since I'm using Path of Assassin on my main on these 2 units, I can't spare a third set. Let's be honest, it's quite hard to get +3 sets unless you get +9s in the first week of them being released. But yeah, let's do that, okay? So let's see how this will improve the fight. Okay, I can even run the bet here, and it will still stay and not move. Okay, it will still enter the astral body. This is why placing Arcane Archer will be quite important. If you place him place her the right set. As you can see, so now I have 5 range units here at the back line. And now my fast attack, if it's going to be cast here, it's going to improve the stats of these 3 units. So the backline should also die quite fast. Look at that. I'm not wrong. But the thing is, yeah, another thing. Naga has the energy, so she's gaining the benefits. I'm not sure where the energy bar of Arcane Eagle is, but I reported that. So 52 seconds. And Naga Archer is down here. Okay. So maybe not the greatest damage in this fight, but it puts another pressure at the backline. Okay. And we can see the backline of the Inferno crumbles. Now, obviously, Naga benefits from Dartmouth energy synergy. Whoa. that didn't sound too cool. But let's put Astral in. Okay. And let's put Adela. Okay, let's do it that way. And that will finalize the test against Inferno. And we can move to something that quite a lot of people are looking forward to, is Alamar. Oh, sorry, and Matthew Draken. Yeah, I'm gonna play Alamar, guys. And I spoke with Nimdro, and he suggested me a formation. I was very close with it. My placement was a little bit different because I don't know what the pressure lines like here. This is the pressure line for what's it called? Oh, I spoke with you, Alain, as well. Yeah, so I got like two formations. Obviously, now they shifted using Devil because Devil is the best tank. So why not? Okay, so now it's Adela using ranged Naga. Okay. Now the good thing with ranged Naga is it helps her survive. Because against some enemy teams, Naga dies, especially if you're playing against mirror team. Yeah, so not bad, I would say. So it's a progress, but now obviously people want me to try Draken. The problem with Draken on this account is the spells are not leveled, but obviously it doesn't matter because the only spell that matters is the ultimate. Uh, let's do that. Okay, let's run with the range Naga and then let's put the one back because I think he will clone either Arcane Archer or the Naga. Okay, but let's see if Eagle is a good addition to the team. Obviously, I think it is. If you play an Arcane Archer in your team, you definitely want Eagle. But let's see if Draken. Path of Assassin on both of them. The main reason for that is because they do tremendous damage to the backline. And you want to keep that pressure on the backline. You could play Jealousy. Similar results. Trust me, okay? I've done it. But yeah. Hi, Spicy. Thank you. Oh my god. I thought that was a tenner. I thought you gave me a tenner and that's 100. Wow. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Spicy. Sadly, you didn't win, although I voted for you. But thank you. Wow, that's... I'm speechless, basically. Cheers. That's all I can say. Wow. So the Dartmouth goal is there, guys. Thank you. It's a good Christmas present. Now I only need $99,000 to beat Hollowblade. Yeah, okay, guys, I'm a little bit speechless here. Right, yeah, thank you, Spicy. Right, so as you can see here, Dragon wins. Now let's see, yeah, Arcane Archer just as I expected, okay? So I'm not sure if Judy cloning is still a good thing, but it works. You can beat Gen 2 hero if you have that invested in. You can put Mili Naga, but I don't think that will change the result, the outcome in any way. It just will mean that we have less protection against the damage of Dark Elemental, but Dark Elemental dies just so quickly. Yeah, I need to rewatch all the games really, because I didn't have time to watch the DL at all. I didn't even set it up to just be watching, and I lost all the tickets. There we go. So as you can see, it works. Okay, so Eagle is a definite improvement to the tower team against the team that we started losing with. Okay, so hey, I can at least beat the Inferno team. But now the real test. Okay, so we know that Alamar currently is the strongest hero in the game, and luckily I got him. Hey, well, I got him here. So yeah. Okay. I know that they actually... Yeah. Okay, let me just quickly see what I was supposed to run. It's quite simple, the formation of that is. But just to make sure I follow the experienced players. Okay. So yeah, compared to that, I will have only a 3-star phone. Okay, this is the downgrade of the team that I'm going to test against. Now moving forward here. Okay, so apparently this is the stress line, this is the push line that deals damage. I did a little bit different formation and it worked well. Oh. I had the right domains, guys. I was scared here. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so yeah, and let's revert the changes. Okay, let's start the way we started with Bang. Okay, so this is what we started with. This is the Adela, and this is the Alamar team. As you can see, the push line here will be against Dragon Golem, who is sadly a really bad tank right now. Would you like to see an BD range can tank this away damage? Yeah, I don't. If I don't have Regna and Archer at the level I would like to. It's much more solid into backline tank compared to Flower. But no, I don't even have Flower as well, Tal. So that's the issue. Yeah, I need to work on these second awakenings. But good news is this week I'll be free to do that. So yeah, Max Phone is even better. Yeah, I don't have that at the moment. See, the altar is gone, and the units that were there, they did not. There was no phone, but I'll tell you guys what there was. Okay, I'll try to memorize it. Try to get it back from my memory. Yeah, okay, so let's play that. Okay, no Eagle, standard team, something that I have right now against Belief. I could still change the what is it called, Blackguard for something else, but let's do it this way. Okay, so this is probably what most Alamars are running right now. And let's just speed it up. Okay, so I'm expecting a disaster here. The problem here, as you can see, yeah, well, the Croc Alamars. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say so. If you're dungeon main, the only thing that you really need to add is the Infernal Tank. Yeah, well, I have that as my second team, Hadris, so yeah, but obviously it depends when you started playing, because I've been playing for 3 years. There are people who have been playing for a year and a half and they have more power than I do, so yeah, so it all depends where you are. But yeah, yeah, my found is only 3 stars here, but as you can see, Alamar won. Yeah, as Adam's saying, yeah, so Alamar won. And this is the issue with Marksman right now. Even though he's under Adela protection, he just dies. 28 seconds, so he's becoming the Titan, basically. Just a unit that dies, okay? But okay, that is it, okay? So let's do that change, okay? Sorry guys, can't afford Dartmouth. Let's go. But I got Eagle. That's the scenario we're gonna test now. So you're sticking with your Adela. Yeah, but you can't use Devil Tank in most setups because most of the relevant PvP game modes require 3 teams. I guess this works for any setup. Yeah, basically this is what I'm usually testing against. I'm testing like a main team against a main team. Obviously, if you're playing COG or other modes, you want 3 split teams. So yeah, it's totally different. But obviously, I can't do everything during the 1.5 hour window I have today. So I'm not gonna test the 6 man unit, 6 man setups, which I'm quite interested as well with Arcane Eagle, is that makes the tower team quite strong with 6 units. Okay, so let's let's speed it up. So yeah, so I'm losing again, and I'm noticing a pattern that the next unit that dies is Seraph, although this is a maxed out Seraph. Uh, yeah. Okay, so not going well. Even with Arcane Eagle, we lose, but the battle looks more interesting. Okay. Uh, so that's a loss. Let's put Astral in to see if he actually works better than Adela. Because what is also worth um reminding you guys that as both of these teams right now are pretty much what we're gonna have until the next big thing. The reason for that is the Alamar team here, the only thing that it's missing from the upgrade is a second awakening of the Red Dragon and the banners. The team on Adela side is pretty much out. It's pretty much full. We even have banner. Okay, so I think it is a little bit better. Okay, I think that was better than with Adela. I don't remember the result. But now let's put Dartmouth. Okay, so this is what we are all asking ourselves. Okay, if I want to spend 100 and I'm losing against Alamar, and this Alamar has less power than me, as you can see, 600,000, which is not that big of a difference. It's probably a couple emblems and 3-star phone. Will this setup allow me to win? Or at least get close to? And let's try it. At the moment, my pressure line is against Devil Tank, which is quite good at taking the beating. Yes, Hadris, this is I have this, a plan, and Priest is there, okay? As I said, as you can see, my weakest point right now is Seraph. Although he is a great buffer, there's a lot of things I can do with the units I have right now. Okay, there's a lot of improvement. I still didn't put a range Naga in. And yeah, as we can see, the damage in the back line. Okay, it's not as great as against Fiona. Sorry, I go lag there because I didn't expect Devil to actually die. The fight finished in 82 seconds, right? The fight again with Astral finished at 115. However, here we were able to take a few units out. I mean, Devil died. I didn't expect Devil to die. Truth to be told. Right? But that's not enough. So just adding. Yeah, exactly, Coco. So that's another thing. The fun is not. Now, yeah, that's good. But let's switch it, okay? Let's say you are actually playing where you can avoid that line and jump into a weaker line. I mean, a weaker tank-wise line, okay? Yeah, I believe this is a time where we will say bye-bye to Seraph, guys. And this is the next thing I'm gonna do before I put Priest Hadris, okay? Because there are a few things that I'm doing when I'm playing Arena and when I'm playing Duel of the Champions as well. Yeah, I can do that as well. No problem, Alain. But the thing is, there was so much pressure on the backline against Fiona. I don't see that happening here. Okay, the priest is still taking a beating. Don't get me wrong. Oh, Alain, sorry, Tal. I do it with sister. I know what you mean, but I do it with sister. As you can see, if I put this team against the lower of the tanks, I win. And obviously, the dungeon pressure team is against Dragon Golem, and let's be honest, this Dragon Golem can survive that. So, hi Soul, welcome to the stream. So, Golem can survive this. Not bad under Dartmouth. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I usually do, guys. Okay, pull enemy tanks here. What I want to show you before I do all these changes, you are asking me. Well, let's go with few. Okay, let's go with try without Judy. Okay, remember this Judy has a full banner, so I'm losing quite a lot. I would actually even put Judy and drop that. Okay, Seraph is the next thing I'll be kicking, and because he just dies right now. Okay. Yes, Adam, and I believe my success rate is like I don't know 33% win on Dartmouth. If I'm playing sister, when I put priest in, I got like 50-50 chances. But keep in mind, I'm playing against a 3-star phone, so this team here obviously can be improved quite easily, right? Ah, Tal, that's the issue. I don't have them maxed out yet. All the second awakenings are not done on the Arcane. It just takes so much time to get it done, right? So okay, that wasn't bad. Well, that was bad, but obviously if we run it that way, I think I'll be able to do all the tests today, guys. So I don't need to stream tomorrow. Because obviously all the emblems I've done them before. No, G. See the scenario that I ran just now. That was no, Aline. Wait, this is the scenario where we won. Okay, but yeah, Judy Banner makes a difference in that case. So hey, there you go. It was worth 500. Still for sure, this combo A and Daremyth will make my second team much better. Oh, of course it will. That was without Judy, okay? But this is the loose information, guys. Now let's do something else, okay? As I told you before, I'm gonna drop Angel. Under Dartmouth, I don't think we need it, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to move bed here, which will still work. And I'm going to add let's go for it. Okay, Alain, I'm gonna follow with your suggestion first. Although Dark Elemental has shifted away. Okay, let's be honest. It's not as impactful in the main teams. Okay, but it's still good in secondary and third team. Gee, that's the next thing. We'll be able to Light Dragon. Yeah, Light Dragon. Okay, Tal, that is us thinking couple months. And now this team, I can still improve it. Don't get me wrong. Maybe you'll have time for a sneak preview of the new event and mini spoilers from the schedule. Christy, give me a remind me about that after I do the quiz, as that's my plan. I will only show you guys the main screen of the event, as Saul will cover the whole event. Okay, I did not actually even open it. But I will show you what we have when it comes to artifacts, if the date has been moved, and stuff like that. But yes, also Christy, since you're a member on my channel, you will have the shop preview and stuff like that probably sometime on Monday. Okay, so you always have a preview into that before the release. So yeah, didn't work without Angel, but I think I don't need. This is obviously the scenario that we were losing. If I move things around, I might win. But what I want to do is I don't want to use that. Okay. say I'm playing arena, I want to get rank 1 because these Alamars, they took my spot, which happened. As like a real life scenario. I'll probably put priest in. I don't need sister right now. Okay, but I'll keep her. And then I'll put her. Sadly, I don't have Titan weapon here. Or maxed out tank. If I had a maxed out tank, I would try tank as well. And this is another thing that I'm gonna change EVG. I'm going to put a ranged Naga as well. As you can see, this team has still a way to improve. However, the chances of winning against Alamar are so hard. And I'm still trying to bash through the devil. Okay, and as we know, devil is quite hard to get down. But this is what I knew is going to happen. When I put the priest in, this fight is totally different, okay? It's just priest is so good against... Priest is much better than sister, basically. So what happens if I boot sister? Huh, who can I put here? And I even put that. Let's see. And there's another thing I'm still using. Maybe. Because that's another thing. I'm still using my Arcane Eagle as the ball of energy. I didn't move it to the open lane. And that's another thing that we have. Yeah, Forest God. Why not? Another pressure for the backline. Although that dragon is neglecting it. I still win. That's the thing, okay? I've put more damage in here. The Dark Elemental is only doing 6% damage. It all comes from Naga and Arcane Eagle. Now let's do what Mephi said. Let's put Forest God, which is a unit that deals a lot of damage, but it's not meaningful damage. I know Spicy found a way to actually utilize that unit. Quetzalcoatl. I'm not sure how much time you guys got because I want to test against Fortress as well. Spicy can utilize any unit. Gonna hit the sack early today. Nice stream, Gorax. Good night, all. Good night, Adam. Adam, expect Monday, Tuesday. Expect a short preview of both Arcane Eagle and Dartmouth. There will be 2 separate videos. I'll do that. I have the Arcane Eagle one almost ready. So yeah, I lost with Forest God. Okay, so although she does a lot of damage, it wasn't that. Okay. Okay, so people are saying drop Judy, put sister in, and that gives me 1 more spot. Okay, so what else can I play? Take her Hadris. Okay, okay, Alain. Sorry, okay, Tal. Let me do that for you. Okay. That should not work too well. I don't expect that too much to do too much impact here. Oh, we won. Although Quetzalcoatl had minimal impact in that fight, yeah. But that was without Judy. Okay, so that's quite important. There's no immunity here, but we got two healers here. So Judy can go to another team. Maybe we can actually try this. Okay, so now I want to try if this will work. Okay, let's add a little pressure in the backline with charges. Because the best part is, now as a tower, we have option to invade enemy's backline. But interesting thing, Arcane Archer has died. There's no protection from the eagle, from the skills, and as you can see, that is a huge difference. Second unit on my second awakenings. Let's see, spicy. Oh, that's a phoenix. That's the ice bird. Right, but this is not what I want, okay? I like having my bird next to my Arcane Archer. This works wonders, okay? Let's play it safe. Let's play it safe. Let's put back the Judy. Although we see we don't need it. Conflicts can be played. What I want to do is, I want to play that. Yeah, that's why I stopped investing in Seraph weapon. Does not provide what it provides good buffs, but against Alamar it dies quite quickly. And also another issue is this is the weakest tank out of all the tanks that I hear. Okay, so and with Dartmouth, it's not dying that easily. If you know what I mean. But as you can see, it's not 100% win when I put Dartmouth in. It's still like 50-50. I'm winning and I'm losing. Okay, and I've been improving and changing this team on the side of Dartmouth so much. I kept this team the same, and this is missing phone 6-star. It's only 3 stars. This might be a significant thing. And also remember, there's a Judy banner maxed out. Although it's not the best thing, it's been buffed. And if we look at the Dragon Golem's HP, it's not going that down. It's 1 minute in and it's solid. And truth to be told, before this stream, I did not play Dartmouth that much. I did play her. I've done maybe like 20-30 fights altogether against Alamar, but I did not switch around, if you know what I mean. I just moved the positioning of the units instead of switching them, like playing Range Naga. I wanted to test Range Naga live. I wanted to see how she performs. I'm actually quite surprised that the Paladin's HP is going down so quick compared to the Dragon Golem. I'll switch the lines on the Infernal team and see if that's the case of Dartmouth keeping him alive. Dragon Golem will also get a banner. So, not really everything developed for our team. Yeah, not everything, but the banner will be quite expensive. That's another thing, Alain. This is what I actually do on the global. I don't run Seraph because I don't have him at 6-star. and I ran that setup that you just mentioned. They should tell. Look at that. They should be doing more damage, but I, all I see is Dragon Golem HP being full while Paladin is going down. It's a solid damage. However, the fight is basically lost because it's a draw. So that's another thing. You can use a range Naga as successful as a melee Naga, depending on your enemy team. Okay, I wanted to do that. Okay, I want to switch and I want to see if that line on the bottom will take down DG because it was very close to taking Paladin. Yeah, still right. Which another good point for that is basically the range Naga runs Jealousy, the melee Naga runs Darkness Embrace, which helps with killing tanks. Okay, so yeah, as we can see, a huge difference between Paladin and DG. I think that was DG HP that got just like, or was it? Was it just me seeing things? I, I don't know. For me, it seems like Paladin is taking the beating and DG is doing good. Are you guys seeing the same thing? Because obviously we know that DG is much worse at global than the Paladin, and it's the Paladin taking the beating. Never mind the line he's on. And DG's HP is solid. So Dartmouth definitely helps keeping DG alive. Yeah, let's try Astral. Yeah, let's try that. Speed it up. This fight is going to be another draw, I believe, unless the Paladin's taken down. Instead of angels, what as a weapon do you prefer? Well, I would say I don't play Cove, so I don't know about Arcane Archer, although it's quite good. Isn't telling the truth. Devs gave him banner for this. Well, spicy. I actually need to disapprove what you just said because people are accusing me of weird things like running endless enemy teams without emblems. Okay, so yeah, let's look at that DG. Okay, because people will be saying, "Oh, he put like tremendous emblems on DG and stuff like that." This is the DG, and this is why I have on global as well. And as you can see, there's no banner, right? It's nothing out of ordinary. It's 22,000 that, okay? So yeah. I know Spicy didn't mean it as a thing, but I've been accused of weird things by some trolls. So yeah, let's show that. Switch to Adela. Yeah, I'm going to switch to Adela and I'm going to switch to Astral as well. That's interesting. Okay, so we established that this team can work, but actually instead of that, we're going to run offensive Naga. Performs better against Alamar. Was quite good against Fiona. Okay, let's revert that because obviously this will mean if I do it this way, Naga will jump in front and she might still obliterate the enemy's team. Who knows? But let's keep it that way. Okay, so let's put Astral. Because so far this seems quite strong. I could obviously put away Judy as it is the weakest link in this team and put a third tank. Maybe the next, maybe another tank that will get released soon. Might be a good addition with a splash, although it's from a faction that is not that great. Okay, so let's see if it's just Dartmouth keeping him alive, or is it just sorry, yeah, Dartmouth. If I win with Astral against that team, I'll be super surprised. Do you have a tank 6-star to test? No, I don't. I don't have EV chat. This is something I need to work on. But the quests are bugged. I think Sol can't do DOC at the moment, so he can upgrade his units. But he has 6-star tank. Please change that Judy with the. By the way, why Judy is not in the same lane as in Naga? Tal. The only reason I'm doing that is to that I should have done that. Don't get me wrong. I should have done that, but I'm trying to avoid that at the moment. You best be run all sorts of tests next month with Adela coming. Yeah, I bet you. The next champion will be Earth Dragon, probably. Maybe he will be good under Dartmouth. No DC for now. Yeah, as Sol is saying, there's a lot of issues with quests, guys, on test server. It's not as global when I have a new quests. Well, when I have a reset every day, it sometimes takes a week. Oh, don't worry about my Rampart roster. Rampart is my third team, guys, on global, so it's good. I don't have sword dancer, but I got her here. Okay, so that's good. Oh, I can see that DG is doing well, guys. Unless it's bugged, maybe there's some bug correlation. But look at that! Look at this! Maybe Astral is not retired yet. Obviously, this is one occasion, and let's try. Let's run another one. I think I'm not going to be able to do what's called. Oh, of course it's priest. Okay, and this is why I'm so happy I got priest in. Because see, me and Isco, we fight over. Isco plays Adela as well. He plays tower and castle, and we clash quite a lot. And whoever's using priest always wins. So yeah. Wow. There you go. Astral still here. Yes, Son, don't worry, I'll do that. Just remind me if I forget, okay? Don't get me wrong. If I'm excited, I'll forget about things. Might be a banner as well, guys. I can actually see if we are blaming banner for it, I'll remove it. Let's remove Judy. Okay, let's put that extra offensive power. Well, the best way to test it is I'm just going to remove Arcane Eagle from that team. Okay, and we'll see if Dragon Golem dies. Well, I'll put Adela. But if they bugged something, I hope it gets released. I want that Dragon Golem. Yeah, I think Astral is like pushing strings to be relevant. Yeah, I can do that, Elaine. But this is what I told Nimdro when I spoke with him. See, you remember when I showed you the formation I ran with Alamar and it was more successful against this team? I run because I don't play dungeon, guys. So for me, I thought, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like that. Right, so I thought one damage dealer, second damage dealer, third damage dealer, that will be the rush line. But I've been told actually no, it's a little bit different. So phone there, I don't know. I've run it this way, okay, and I had a bit. I was more successful this way against Dartmouth. I couldn't beat Alamar with my Dartmouth. Let's try it, okay? Put Shadow Dragon the same way. Okay, I'll do that as well. Wait, is DG not squishy like global DG? Yeah, it's like I don't know, guys. And I still don't have Judy here, yeah? Hey, you're witnessing it. I showed you what that Dragon Golem is using. I'm not using plus 10 emblems on him. Yeah, as you can see, totally different seat. And now I'm going to do Alain's idea. And this is why I had 50-50 results. It really depends on RNG, guys. It's not like Dartmouth is totally... Well, it's not even Dartmouth, yeah. Hold on, let's put Dartmouth back in. Hey, I'm playing Astral. This is a stream for Dartmouth and I'm still playing Astral. Because truth to be told, Astral is my favorite hero from Heroes of Might and Magic 3 and Might and Magic 4. I believe Daremyth had a 350 gold specialization in the Might and Magic 3, and that's why I used her in campaigns sometimes to have a good start. Well, not in campaigns, in the random maps that I play with my friends. But yeah. Think. Okay. This team doesn't have Judy, okay? Let's remove Arcane Eagle and let's put Judy back in, okay? So a little bit and this is what I should be doing, okay? If you're playing Judy with Bana, you want to put Judy in that place. You want to put Arcane Eagle here. So let's I'll show you that. I'll show you that later and I'll explain why, okay? Because Judy has a small range of buffs, okay? The range of the buffs is really small and you want to put her. I explained that in the Judy banner video, I believe. You want to put her next to Arcane Eagle. If you don't have a banner, you still want to do it because she gives morale as well. Giga Chat Boragus. I don't have Panther. See, if I had Panther on that server, I would test against Boragus. But I'm running out of the time, so I'll conclude that. Sadly, I didn't test against Adrienne, but I will record a video with most of the fights. I win. I won. I was expecting to lose. Guys, I won without Arcane Eagle. Let's do what Alain said. Let's adjust that Alamar team. I don't know what's happening, because I was losing. Before that test, I was like losing. I was winning 1 out of 3 fights, and I spoke with other testers. Some of them had like 40% chance, 40% win rate against Alamar. But obviously, they Alamars probably have 6-star phone. Mine doesn't, so that's huge. Okay, let's be honest. Oh yeah, and probably they never used IP as well. So that is a big difference. I didn't use Priest before the live stream. I started using it here, and I knew it is quite impactful. So yeah, but that's good. That maybe we'll play Dartmouth without Sista and Judy. That's what I'm hoping for. Because if I can move Sista and Judy to my secondary, or well, not secondary because that's Inferno, but to my third team, that will be quite good. Anyway, yeah. So Alain, you said to move. Do it this way. Okay. Oh, remember, no Arcane Eagle. I want to see if that Dragon Golem get pushed. Maybe really something bugged under Dartmouth. Well, not even Dartmouth. Even with Astral, he's surviving. He's the beast that he used to be. But yeah, to the Alamars, Shadow Dragon, very good at keeping your backline alive. What I'm going to do is I should be finishing the stream now. But what I want to do is I want to actually put a tank dragon and I want to see the difference. If we can keep this backline, if that's a really big factor for keeping the backline alive. Speed it up. Okay, let's do this. Hmm. That's without Arcane Eagle. Oh yeah, Blackguard has fallen behind. Okay, Blackguard is not where he used to be. Oh, of course, Tal. He's not only for that, but I said that is quite important aspect of his as well. That was without Arcane Eagle. I don't know what's happening. Well, obviously I know it's Priest. Okay, so yeah. But obviously this is like Arena. If you're playing Dragon League, you can't spare Priest, Sister, and Judy in one team. So yeah, not 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 bad, Toan. Okay, depends on the enemy. I think it performs well as a melee against Alamar because of the Shadow Dragon protection. Please solo with Dungeon Team. I don't know what do you mean. Please solo. I can do that. What I want to do is before this is going to be the last fight, guys. Maybe 2 or 3 fights, really. Um, okay, let's add a little bit of damage. Okay, I could put Dark Elemental. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I do this. It not might be ideal. You might have a better idea. Maybe even Quetzal. I'm not sure if it works with Alamar. But let's do that. I want to see the difference in the life of the backline. Oh, I could actually, yeah. I'll do that, Torn. I'll put Range Naga for you as well. Sorry, Matthew, what do you mean? Okay, we won. The backline survived, okay, so it's not that much of a change. Let's put Range Naga, yeah, and we will finish up. Matthew, explain what you want and I'll do it. Let me just run, because I'm like falling asleep here. As I said, don't worry guys, I will definitely do video with more fights. The fights will be there in the background, so you can always see them. Also, ISCO released videos. I think it's in Russian, but you can still see some fights. He might have different results, although his account is on a very similar power than mine on global. So yeah, that as well. If you understand Russian, that's even better. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Now there's even more. Can you test AE the same position as now, but without AA? You want me to just ditch Arcane Archer? Like totally ditch it? Or you mean without AA, you just want him to hit the backline? Birds runs into the tanks instead of backline. Yeah, but Arcane Archer is still there. Yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, and there's another thing I wanted to show you. Yeah, I'll do that. But first, I'll show you something else. I'm not sure if that's happening with every other charger unit. Because, as I said, as a tower main, I never had a charger unit in my team. So, yeah, sadly not today, Tal. Maybe next week or something. Okay, we're killing the backline, so that's good. Okay, definitely more pressure on the backline with the tank dragon. So Shadow Dragon is really obviously with Alamar, Shadow Dragon is much better. But yeah, if you don't have a tank. Okay, so Naga Archer, as you can see, as I said, it depends. This is really situational now, and that's quite good because it adds to the strategy. Sometimes the range version will be better, sometimes the melee version will be better. And now you want it. There you go. So now the bird will go to the back line. Just going to rewind it quickly. Hopefully, I'll be finished up with the next 9 minutes. Now, obviously, don't know why, but we're winning this fight. Well, priest, we're winning this fight. But in a scenario when your tanks die, this unit is really exposed. Okay, because the backline will target it, and this is why, for most scenarios, keeping the bird in the backline is more efficient because he still does a lot of damage. Okay, and last thing. Okay, so I'm not sure how it is, as I didn't run charges before, as I said, guys. But if I do something like that, and you will need to confirm that to me, okay? Never done it. But maybe that's very common if you're playing charges against charges. But if I do that, they are on different lines. But DG is stopping the charges of dungeon. And since my bet has this interaction when he slows down and then he speeds up, he actually clashes against these two units. Yeah, that's another fun interaction. But this is something you want to avoid because the bird dies. Okay? The bird can't take on the two tanks. Sorry, the two charges of dungeon. Yeah, so DG changes that, so that's good. But you want to avoid that scenario. So if you know your enemy is running Shadow Panther. If you know your enemy is running charges in the open lane, just avoid that. Although, that's not bad, but I expect that bird to eventually die. Maybe with Priest he will survive. But there's not no significant damage happening here in the fight. Nah, he's down, okay? So this is a definite loss. Now, I wonder if I put any other charger here, if it's going to be the same. As I said before, I don't play charges, guys. I don't know the interaction, okay? So let's do that. I don't have Panther, Mr. Me. Guys, I don't have Panther. Panther is not in the altar, and I couldn't get her. Is the same thing going to happen? No. So as you can see, because of how... Oh, I have Soul Dancer. Yeah, I can put Soul Dancer. So they ignored each other. Let's put Soul Dancer in, yeah. If that happens again, that's quite interesting. And that would mean you want to avoid that as a tower player. Oh, there might be a situation when it's wise to divide them, but so far, during everything that I've done, it is so much better to have the bird by the Arcane Archer. And keep in mind, this is a nerfed eagle. I hope they revert changes, because for the for the future, there's no much keeping tower going. We can have Titan Second Awakening, which will be a tank, so that will probably replace Paladin. Because as we can see, Paladin is the weaker tank here, which is weird because it's usually the Dragon Golem that dies. Oh, and something's happening. As you can see, the Dragon Golem actually is... Oh no, that was the minion. Sorry guys, again, got tricked. Yeah, but that's a year we're talking about. I'm talking about before the Gen 2 finishes, before Gen 3 starts. Sorry, before the Champions Generation 3 starts. Okay, so we only have Banner for the G, and we have Second Awakening of both Paladin and the Titan. But that will mean you will need to run 3 tanks. Okay, so yeah, Light Dragon, we'll see how it works as a splash. But similar situation for Alamar, right? There's no much left. Second Awakening of Dragon, Red Dragon, and Banner for Evil Sorceress. So these are probably 2 factions that are at a very high level right now. Right, guys, so this is it. A quick summary for those who will not watch the videos. Arcane Eagle, amazing. Arcane Eagle is a really brings big impact. Puts even Astral back on the table for those who can't afford Dartmouth. Also, although Dartmouth will be an improvement over the Astral. However, it's not a... I can't say it's tremendous improvement over Adela, sorry. Oh, show mini event and altar. Yeah, so the altar, there's no altar. But what I can tell you is, in the altar there was because I was able to get these units. Okay, so altar will be was it Shaman? I think it was Shaman. It was White Tiger, Dark Champion, Grim Reaper, Adela. Well, tomato. So Dark Champion, Grim Rider. I think Judy was there. Or Arcane Archer. Okay, it was quite a lot. Okay, don't get me wrong. I think there was like 6 or 8 units, because I was able to get most of them. I was able to actually use the scrolls and get it. Okay, so 8. Now 6 or 8 or 9. 6 or 9. I think Priest was there as well. Coco, I might be wrong, okay, but I grabbed quite a lot of things that I didn't have. Hotspot of artifacts. Oh well. First, let's check the date. 26. So that is the next week, guys. Right? This is even a week after. So yeah, don't. This is going to be different. Tal, well, I didn't want to spoil that. I didn't know what the date is. Should have checked that before the stream. Right. Anyway, yeah, this is what was here. So we'll have missions, we'll have store, and we'll have challenge. Okay, this is all I'm going to show you, as Sol will cover everything, guys. Okay, so Sol is there for everything. The schedule I showed you, Christy, is the Christmas week, not the next week. That's how far ahead the test server is. Once it works, of course, the event is currently bugged. And apparently the dev team has been hit by COVID. Hopefully they recover soon so we can get everything under control in the game. Right, guys, question, okay? 500 diamonds. Sadly, I could not convince the devs to give the scrolls as I used to. Apparently, because it's been so long since I was able to give away the scrolls, the dev will not go for it again. But I managed to convince them when I stream on the 25th of December, which will be a Christmas stream. Then I'll be able to give out the Covenant Scrolls. Okay, so Talon promised. Hopefully they'll keep the promise. Oh, by the way, if you didn't receive any diamonds this week and you won them last week, they will be sent this week, basically. I've used, sorry, English is not my first language. I could probably use different wording, but yeah, they'll be sent the upcoming week. Okay, so don't worry about it. It's because they've been hit with COVID and stuff. So yeah, a gift code? Did I? No, I don't think there's any gift codes, and it's sad because I don't know why. Okay, most games have gift codes. I'm receiving like hundreds gift codes in my other games. Anyway, right, guys, no gift codes but diamonds. Okay, let's do the question. Let's clean the chat. Do not write anything. 500 diamonds. An easy question. Gift code is free Rakshasa. Yeah, why not? I don't have any. Well, I have only one Fortress player on my server, so that wouldn't change anything. Anyway, guys. Oh, Mateusz, hi, welcome to the stream. Quite late. I'm about to finish. Maybe you'll be lucky with the diamonds. Right, let's clean the chat again, and let's go with it. Okay, the question is quite simple. As we know, Arcane Eagle will be a new addition to the tower roster. I will need you to write down a full name of a unit that synergizes well with Arcane Eagle. Right, guys? So the correct answer is, well, I would say according to the stream is Dragon Golem because he's surviving so well when with addition of Arcane Eagle. But yes, it's Arcane Archer. So yeah, let's see who won. I don't know what's up with this Dragon Golem. I'll need to ask other testers. Sol, if you can you try your Dragon Golem? Because that one is like, I mean, not dying? Don't know. Okay, so let's quickly open my list. Today is the 17th. Oh, you don't have emblem set up? I've done it today with the important units. So Okay, we got Ivica. We got Sol. Okay, Ivica, you still want diamonds for EU50 server. Sol, EU32. Then I got Tal. When did you win the diamonds, Tal? Oh, it's been ages ago. EU76. I think the stream time is really bad for every other zone than Europe. Coco! I think that is you. Did you win previously? I don't think you did. Could you please send me your details? Okay, I'm actually not writing the names here. Okay, so Ivica is the first winner. Then we got Sol, followed by Tal. Then we got Coco DNB. Okay, so I'll need your server you're playing on and the ID, which you can copy from the game. And then we got Matt the Pirate. Thank you, Coco. So that will be, yeah, the ID matches the server. The only reason I ask for the server is to match the ID, because sometimes people misspell the numbers. I had many occasions when there was like one number missing, and obviously I can't send, well, not me, but Talon can't send diamonds to that person. Okay, so I got 5 winners. Thank you guys for watching. Spicy, if you're still with us. Alain, thank you guys for supporting this stream. Really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I can get Dartmouth a week before she is released. Well, on the release time, but a week sooner than I thought. Thank you guys for watching, and watch out for the videos. I am going to hopefully finish them Monday, Tuesday for the public. Okay, they'll be released Monday, Tuesday for everyone. Members, if you are on the stream, you should be able to see them hopefully Monday morning. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and hopefully you have an easy week before the Christmas. See you later. See you on the 25th, which will be a Christmas stream. Hopefully there will be something interesting released next week. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye.